Okay, so today is day 65 of being housed, and it is Saturday, October the 18th, and 2025. And I'm going to entitle this one "These Fruits Justify the Former Wisdom." So let me explain. I think an explanation is due, and if I sound like I'm out of breath, oh goodness, I'm really out of breath. Actually, this kind of helps with the explanation. I'm really tired. Oh goodness, I did a bicep and tricep routine, and I did 4 sets. 4 sets of just maxing out my reps. And I did 2 heavier exercises for triceps and 2 heavier exercises. 1 heavy exercise for both triceps and biceps. So dips and then curls with the barbell. And then I did the Smith machine. So I did lighter and just focused more on the full range of motion and the definition, or the pause at the end, and intensity. And I was exhausted when I was in the shower. I still am exhausted. And I was just thinking, oh goodness, in the summertime, I felt so fatigued. And I was thinking about when I was when I was unhoused, one of the main things that I noted was how easy it would be, and I talked about it earlier this morning, to go into survival mode. And like when you're in survival mode, just how difficult it is to build up, because you're always just looking to get through the day, and you're pretty much going to exhaust all that you have in order just to survive through the day. And however, to build is to have the frame or state of mind that everything is an investment. And so I found one of the main things is the mental acuity, and being present. And part of that, having strong mental acuity and being present, is being very intentional with what you're eating. So you eat to live as opposed to living to eat, and not giving into your stomach or the temptation just to eat for comfort. And then another one was to not just maintain but constantly improve upon physical exercise and physically exert yourself, and constant improvement. But then lastly for this itemized list that I'm going to detail in this moment, rest. And not just sleep, but quality of sleep. And I'm almost at week 10. So it's almost we're at day 60. Did I say 64 or 65? But I'm at week 9, so next week will be week 10, and I'm going to do a full recount. But I was able to, thankfully, and praise God, his peace inside of me allowed me to not be overruled and dominated by my emotions. So I was able to access, these thoughts and in this wisdom. And then here we are 9 weeks later, and oh goodness, I've just been going with the flow, meaning I'm just adapting, being adaptive or adaptative, and making the best I can with what I currently have. And the diet has been getting increasingly better and more healthy. And I've also noted, the times when I eat, the order of the food that I eat, I'm learning more and more how to fuel my body. And the food I eat before working out versus the food I eat afterwards, the food I eat before going to work versus the food I eat afterwards, when I stop eating, like say at night. So all these things, they come together in a summation of your current result. And I can honestly say that this fruit that I'm experiencing, the heightened level of focus and intensity when I'm working out, plus the way my body is responding, the strength that I feel, the weight loss is part of it as well, but the overall vitality that I feel and the mental clarity, it's all wonderful, and the stabilized emotions. So this is the fruit of the wisdom that was talked about way back when, and so this would be back in July, so probably like day 0 housed, any of those videos, and this is this is what I look for, when people speak via experience, and they speak from a point of understanding because they've gone through it, and they've actually, it's not just an abstract thought or something they think, they've actually learned it. So there's a lot of substance and merit to what they're saying and what they're speaking and what they're communicating. So very happy about that. And I'm going to continue on here. Actually, here, I'll conclude this and I'll start another video because I want to talk about some of the pros that I see in terms of, I just walked past another person sleeping on the sidewalk. So they're pretty much covered by a blanket. And I want to talk a little bit more about that. I know I began a discussion this morning on the way to the gym. I'm going to talk from a different perspective on the way back from the gym.